Hi children, welcome back to this video and to my channel. It's been some time since I have uploaded a video. Today I have come with the lesson, The Hack Driver, written by Sinclair Lewis, and this is a lesson for class 10. As usual, I'm not going to dwell on unnecessary details and conversations which are not important. So that is why it is an exam based explanation. It only gives you what you really need to know. Because the video was very long, I have made it into two parts, and this is part 1 of the hack driver. Okay, now the main points. These are the main points that you will have to learn. If you know what is there in these 8 points, then you have learned the lesson. The narrator. The narrator reaches New Million. The hack driver meets the narrator. The hack driver takes the lawyer out. The narrator enjoys his day. The narrator meets Oliver's mother. The return and punishment. The moment of truth. These are the points. Please memorize the points. Then you will easily know what is there in each point and you would have studied the lesson. The narrator. Here we are going to do everything concerning the narrator. After graduating in honors, the author, Sinclair Lewis, joined a law firm. Intermittently, it's the author or the narrator or the lawyer. The narrator was a lawyer. He was disappointed because instead of legal briefs, he was asked to serve summons like a cheap detective. See, he was working in a law firm. He has a qualified lawyer. So he thought he would get legal briefs and something to do with law. Instead, he was only sent to call people when they were called in court to give summons to them. He had to go to shadowy, dirty corners to seek his victims. Victims, the people to whom he had to serve the summons. The more confident ones even beat him up. The people, instead of taking the summons from him, would even beat him up. So he hated his unpleasant work and the side of city life it revealed to him. Revealed, showed. It showed him one side of city life which he did not like because it was unpleasant. He considered returning to his hometown and practicing law there. See, he was already a lawyer, so he could practice anywhere. He thought it's better to go back home and practice law. The narrator reaches New Million. So, understandably, the narrator was happy when he was sent to New Million, a small town. See, in his office, they told him that you now serve summons to this person called Oliver Lutkins, who is in New Million. New Million was not a city, but it was a small town. So he was very happy. He thought everything will be so peaceful and so beautiful. He had to serve summons to a man called Oliver Lutkins. This man was needed as a witness in a law case, and he had ignored all letters informing him about the summons. He expected New Million to be a simple country village. However, he was disappointed that its streets were rivers of mud with rows of wooden shops, either painted a sour brown or bare of any paint at all. It was all so dull. The only agreeable sight about this place was a delivery man at the station. There was a man taking deliveries and all from one place to another. He was standing over there. Only he was looking very cheerful and nice. The hack driver meets the narrator. The hack driver, that is the delivery man, was about 40, red-faced, cheerful and thick about the middle. His working clothes were dirty and well worn, and he had a friendly manner. This is the description of the person who was the hack driver. The hack driver, who was Oliver Lutkins himself, we come to know in the end that the hack driver is only Oliver Lutkins. But when the author asked him about Oliver Lutkins, he said that Lutkins was a hard fellow and would be probably playing poker at Fritz's shop. So he did not say, I am Oliver Lutkins, but he said, oh, Oliver Lutkins must be somewhere playing something, poker at fridge shop. The hack driver, in an open and friendly manner, offered to take the narrator to find Lutkins at $2 an hour. The narrator was happy as he was paying a good person like the hack driver. Now, the hack driver himself offered to take the narrator. So, the narrator was very happy to pay him because he felt that the hack driver was very friendly and very helpful in nature. The narrator was impressed that the hack driver took upon himself the task of finding Lutkins. The narrator also informed the hack driver that he had come to serve summons to Lutkins and he had to take the afternoon train back to the city. So, in this point, you see that whatever Lutkins wanted to know, he already had gained that information from the narrator. The narrator cannot stay for long. He had to go back by the afternoon. So he said he was called Bill or Magnuson, and his business was called William Magnuson Fancy Carting and Hacking. The hack driver takes the lawyer around. Now, you know, the hack driver had offered that he would take the lawyer around to find Lutkins. So, the first place he went to was Fritz. I have underlined the places so that it will be easy for you to study and remember. Bill led him to Fritz, where Fritz admitted that Oliver had just left, probably to Gustav's for a shave. Now they went to Fritz, and here Fritz himself said that Oliver had just come and he had gone, probably, and now he has gone to Gustav for a shave. Gustav's. Again, Bill went in first. The Swede means Swedish, working there said that Oliver was not there. Oliver owed him $30, and in case he told them that in case you find Oliver, you get the $30 also for me. One customer there felt that Oliver was walking on Main Street. Then Bill felt that since he had exhausted his credit at Gustav, probably Oliver must have gone to Grace for a shave. So the next place they went was Grace. At Grace too, he had just left, probably for the pool room. Now the final place they thought they should be searching was the pool room. At the pool room, it seemed he had bought a pack of cigarettes and left. Thus, the narrator and Bill kept pursuing him but never catching up with him. That means everywhere, if you see, the pattern was the same. First, Bill used to go inside and ask, and then the person over there would say, Oliver just left now. And that way they would go on from one place to another. He has just left 5 minutes before, but they never caught up with him. The narrator was enjoying his trip without caring whether he found Lutkins or not. Now, the narrator had come for a specific work, but he never cared to see whether that work was done or not. He was enjoying Bill's company. With that, we come to the end of part 1 of the lesson. Thanks for watching my video. We will be doing part 2 of the lesson next week.